Good evening, everybody, and welcome. This is James Ferrara, and I am the president of Inteletravel.com, and I am so pleased to be with you here tonight. I'm so excited. We have a huge crowd because this is one of our first webinars together with our marketing partner, Planet Marketing. And I'm afraid there are some people who couldn't make it into the webinar tonight. We've got a larger crowd than expected. So I do apologize to those folks, and we'll make sure to give them another opportunity. In fact, you'll have many opportunities. I want to give you a very important tour this evening of Inteletravel's travel programs and its virtual office for agents. Of course, this was going to be highlights. To ask me to talk about travel for 40 or 45 minutes is asking me, like asking me to have dessert and only have one bite. Okay, it's almost impossible for me, but I'm going to give it a good try for you. I was hopeful that I would be able to introduce to you this evening your President and CEO of Planet Marketing, someone who I respect a great deal, who I've known for quite a long time, and Planet Marketing slogan is the best place on the planet, and I assure you, with your founder, Donald Bradley, and your President and CEO, Andy Cawthon, you also have the best management and leadership on the planet. I'm afraid Andy couldn't make it at the last minute. It looks like he might have even gotten blocked out, but we'll be sure to do that on the next one. And if you will just give me a moment to make sure everyone is hearing me. I do want you to use the question box tonight, which is located in the control panel at the right-hand side of your screen. And if you have any questions at all, please type them in there, and we'll do our best to get to as many of them as possible before we get to the end of the program. Many of you are already Inteletravel agents through Planet Marketing, and I welcome you. We're very, very pleased to have you. We had one of the most exciting days in our nearly 25-year history today, the launch of our partnership with Planet Marketing. If you are not an agent yet, please enjoy tonight's presentation, and then I know that you are going to want to speak to the person who introduced you, the Planet Marketing rep who introduced you from Inteletravel to Inteletravel, and you're going to want to get back with them, and you're going to want to be sure to register as a new agent with Inteletravel through your sponsor's Planet website or your friend's Planet website. Very important you do it that way. Otherwise, you will not get the exclusive deal that Planet has and no one else has. So once again, welcome, and we're going to jump right in.
Can you hear me, James?
Oh, I can, Andy. I'm sorry, I didn't see you. So I would like to go back to my introduction, everyone, and please welcome the President and CEO of Planet Marketing, Andy Cawthon.
Thank you, James. I'm so sorry. I cannot get on the webinar for some reason, but I'm on the audio line. But I just wanted to have a brief commentary just before you take over tonight, because I said last night it is not incidental that Don Bradley's first statement for his vision for Planet Marketing is the finest travel product to be found anywhere and by any standard. And that's what we have with home-based travel business in the industry. Your credentials speak volume. I mean, we've talked about your immense success in the travel industry. You actually developed the home-based business nearly 25 years ago. Your CLIA Diamond membership, Vacations.com, President's Circle, Better Business Bureau, seller of travel licenses in all required states, and all your credentials. It's just phenomenal to be in an affiliation with you, and everybody's in for a treat tonight. And I'll just turn it back over to you, James. Glad to be on the call.
Thank you so much, Andy, and I'm sorry for the trouble getting in. It looks like we've exceeded even our very large maximum.
That's what it said. I can't get in, yeah.
For this event tonight. But there'll be many, many others, so please keep your eyes out, not only for this specific presentation, but for other presentations on other topics with how to make the most of your new home-based business in travel. So I'm going to go ahead and get us started. And the first thing I want to point out to you is that your virtual office, or what we call your back office, the password protected agent only area of Inteletravel.com is extremely robust. I've seen other programs and other websites where it's a little, cobwebby back there. Not at Inteletravel. There is a really robust life back there, and I want to encourage you to poke around and visit often, and you're going to find there's so much in resources there for you. How do you get there? You go to Inteletravel.com and you click on the agent login at the top of the page or at the bottom of the page, and that brings you to your back office. You're going to put your agent PIN and your password there. When you join with us, and most of you that means today, you received a welcome letter. If you have not received your welcome letter in email, you can email customer service at Inteletravel.com and make sure you let us know. Check your spam and junk folder first, because if you've never gotten anything from us before, it might very well just be sitting there and I can save you the trouble. Put in your agent PIN. That number is just yours, just for you. PIN, personal identification number. And the system has set a password for you. It is a gobbledygook password that you would never choose yourself, so I'm going to show you how you can change it if you like. But the first thing that's going to happen when you put that information in is you're going to land on your back office area. There'll be a little welcome message with your name, not mine, and there'll be highlighted in the middle of the page some very important tips and links that you can click. We sort of call these out for you. And a really great one is the quick start tip right here. That is for new agents, and it's the top 10 best next things for you to do as a new agent in Inteletravel to get the most out of your program. So I highly, highly recommend you click that, of course. But what's really critical is this agent menu on the left-hand side. This vertical column of links, and we've popped it out here for you so it's a little bigger, is really your control panel to your home-based travel business. So if you wanted to get an excellent education on the whole program, you would just simply come and click down each of these links and read a little bit at each one. And when you got to the end, you would know just about everything you need to know to make money, to travel more, to help your friends and family realize their travel dreams, all at Inteletravel.com, just from that list of links. And I'm going to start by pointing out, in addition to the quick start tips over here, the training manual. We have an independent travel agent training manual. We're in our 6th edition in our history. It was originally developed originally developed by Brian Tracy, the famous author, motivator, and speaker, famous worldwide. And Brian helped us develop this training manual from a personal development point of view. And of course, he's brilliant. And the manual will really give you a grounding. It's a bit of reading. It'll take you an hour or two at home. So make yourself comfy, and we highly recommend you read it. Let's look at some of the other links, though. And these are the tools and the tips to get the most out of your program. The first one that you'll come to see highlighted here at the top of the menu is My Profile. And this is important because in here you can enter, or you will see your personal contact information that you gave us when you first registered, and your billing information. You can come back to this place and make changes to that information yourself, and you really should. If we can't contact you, if your email has changed or your phone numbers have changed, that can really impact getting you travel confirmations, getting you commission checks, getting in touch with you for important reasons. So here's a place for you to just update that self-serve all by yourself. Same thing with your billing information. You don't want that to go wrong on you because it'll block your access to the program. Also, if you've created a website with us, and we'll get to that in a moment, it'll appear here, so it's a quick way to get there. Reports will appear here. And also, there's a really cool feature here that I use all the time. It's one single place that will hold all your frequent traveler accounts, frequent flyer programs, frequent guest programs with hotels, all those numbers that you're always searching for, all held in one place for you, and I use it all the time. The next link, as you'll see up here on the right, edit my website. It says right now for me, because I have already created my website. So it's changed to edit my website. For you, if this were your first time visiting your back office, it would say create my website. And folks, it takes literally 2 minutes for you to create an Inteletravel personalized website. The system automatically strips into our booking page your photo, your name or company name if you use one, a little marketing slogan if you like, and your personal contact information. And this is all encoded into your website. You're familiar with this concept, so that when customers go directly to your website and maybe self-serve for the easy things like airlines, car rentals, even simple hotel rooms, you just get a commission check because all of this is encoded in the background. We know it's your customer, we know it's you, and you get the commissions for all that activity. The next link is actually called commissions on the agent menu, and this one's real important. You get not only a full description of how the commissions work, and this goes very deep with actual examples, calculations for you so that you really understand. And we are fully transparent at Inteletravel. You get your percentage of our commission based on every dollar we receive on that sale. So this is where you come to understand that. And if you click on one of the links at top, you can see your commission report. And I've given you an example of mine up here. And it gives you all the information you need, all the detail. And every one of these headers is sortable. So you can sort by customer name, travel dates, by the supplier name, the cruise line, the hotel, the car rental, and so on. It tells you how much commission was generated and how much your share is and when you've been paid for it. It shows that too. These are available to you, these kinds of reports in Inteletravel. They're online, of course, so you have 24/7 access to them. And I think this has been important for some people I've spoken to recently. When you get a check for Inteletravel, and this happens to be one of my checks, you get a commission check, you get the full detail on the check. You get the booking ID, you get the travel dates, you get passenger names and who the supplier was, you get the full charge, and you get your share of the commission. And that all comes on the commission check in addition to being in your commission report. So is there ever a time when you're not sure what you're earning, what you've gotten paid for, what you haven't gotten paid for yet? No. And in Inteletravel, you have full information to manage your home-based business in travel. Also in the back office, you will come to the booking engines, and there are several of them. The first one is air, and Inteletravel allows you to earn commissions on air. That's a really big deal. Those of you who've been in the travel industry for any period of time know that for a long time, sort of the dark ages, maybe 12 years, we didn't really earn any commissions on airfare. Now, thanks to technology, and in our case, thanks to 40 contracts that cover almost 100 airlines internationally, which is almost every major international airline. There are only something like 110 or 120 airlines worldwide. We can bring you commissions on a lot of air. You do not earn commission on domestic U.S. airfare. That's from one airport in the United States to another airport in the United States. They do not pay commission to travel agents on those flights. Interestingly, though, domestic air in Canada, from one airport in Canada to another, and domestic airfare in Mexico, from one airport in Mexico to another city in Mexico, those are all commissionable. And so are most international flights commissionable. The big commissions are from first class and business class tickets also. And with Inteletravel now, you operate a booking engine, which is much like Travelocity. You don't need a class to use Travelocity. You don't need a class to use Inteletravel's air booking engine. All the airfares are in there for just about every flight in the world. In addition to that, consolidator airfares, which means low-cost, aggregated airfares through special companies. So you get those commissions. You get service fees on every airline ticket, and then we do bonus offers and contests around air also. All of our booking technology is the latest generation of technology. It was all revamped in 2013 with the same program, the same booking engines that American Express uses for its Platinum program. So this is the latest stuff. In fact, starting in the first quarter of 2016, we have the next generation coming out. So this never ends. It's a constant investment and enhancement at Inteletravel. The goal of our booking engine technology is to compete with the sites your customers know. They're used to going to Travelocity, Expedia, and Orbitz, so our job is to give them the same quality of experience. There now more content, more rates, the latest bells and whistles, the controls and slides that all the newest booking engines have. Increased speed, an up-to-date look, and there are recorded webinars, detailed webinars on some really advanced tips for all these booking engines, and you find them in the Inteletutorials section of your virtual office, and you can play them 24/7, and of course there's no charge for any of that. In this case, we're looking at the hotel booking engine and something you need to know about that. In fact, something you need to know about Inteletravel in general. We not only bring you all travel brands to all destinations in the world and all the pricing information and inventory that's available to any travel agent of this size, any major travel agency. We bring you all of that, but we also bring you exclusive travel offers, and we bring you negotiated rate contracts with most of the major brands. So in the case of hotels, we have several sets of exclusive hotel rates with most of the major brands. And you might have a breakfast for two, early check-in, late checkout, a welcome gift, an upgrade at check-in when available, in addition to the great pricing, the best available pricing. So you've got these added extras for your customers too. What does that do? It makes you super competitive. We are not sending you out into the world and asking you to ask your family and friends to buy something from you and it's not competitively priced or it's somehow inferior quality. Other people, other companies can put you in that position. But at Inteletravel, you really are a super competitive travel seller. And when you go to Uncle Fred and tell him, you know, I know you go on cruises. I'd like you to buy your cruises through me. I'd like to help you. It's not going to cost him any more, and it might cost him less, and you're probably going to throw in some added extras for him, which I'm going to show you. So this is a really important point. The cruise engine features over 30 cruise lines, now 36, I believe, more than any other online cruise engine that we're aware of. And it has special offer icons denoting the special deals that Inteletravel has for any of those sailings. It also has travel insurance built in at the end in the invoice page. You have to, your customers or you have to opt into it, so it's not forced on you, but it's very convenient that it's there because Inteletravel strongly recommends travel insurance, right? You can do all the things you would expect to do on any really good booking engine for cruise. You can do check-in, you can do pre-reservations for dinner and shore excursions. It generates the e-documents for you and everything that you would expect. But here's the real kicker. At Inteletravel, we've blocked now over 2,000 sailings a year with group space just for you, just for Inteletravel. And what does that mean? Well, first of all, from an inventory point of view, you might go directly to a cruise line and they'll tell you a cruise is sold out when in fact, at the same time, Inteletravel is holding 50 cabins on that cruise. So you will sometimes find availability with us when no availability can be found anywhere else. Secondly, some of you are more advanced, perhaps already. Others of you are just starting. But selling group cruises is one of the best strategies to make big money as a home-based travel seller. But it takes a bit of knowledge. You really need to take a few classes. You need to get some business under your belt. You have to get a little experience. And once you feel ready to do it, it's a challenge. There's a lot of work. It's very lucrative and very rewarding, but there's a lot of work. I hope that you do it. I hope that you get to that point and you set up group cruises yourself. But if you don't, Inteletravel's already set them up for you. And you can sell into the groups that we've set up. You can sell 1 cabin, 2 cabins, 10 cabins. You're not responsible to sell the whole group like when you set up the group yourself. you just contribute to it as much or as little as you like. And what you get out of it is a negotiated group deal with the cruise line, special rates for your customers and special added bonuses and amenities. And we have several different types. But the point is you're going to your customer with a package that they can't shop down the street at the travel agency on Main Street. We've done all this work for you. The same is true in every category of travel. In car rental, our booking engine is amongst the best. It searches actually 50 car rental brands, and that is all the reputable car rental brands in the world. And it puts the results in a matrix right in front of you, so you see from the least expensive to the most expensive in each category. You have sort of the power of full information, and you can do so well for yourself and your customers. But in addition to that, we have special negotiated contracts. The most important one is with Hertz and their family of brands, so it includes Dollar and Thrifty as well. And these discount contracts are already in the booking engine, just like the hotels that I showed you, and just like those cruise deals already in the booking engine. The car rental discounts are already in the booking engine, and you will find where you might have expected Hertz, who is the number one when it comes to service and selection of great cars. You might expect them to come at the higher end because they're one of what we call the legacy brands, Hertz, Avis, and so on. And they're higher priced than some of the scrappier newer brands. But with our discount applied, you will now find them in many cases at the bottom of the list in terms of price. So it's an incredible deal. And then we bring you another amenity here as part of this contract with Hertz. You and your customers join the Hertz #1 Club Gold member program for free. It is usually a $60 or $75 annual fee. And what that allows you to do, amongst other things, you get special offers and all kinds of benefits. But my favorite part of it is when you arrive at the airport, you do not have to go to the counter. You do not have to talk to anybody. You either get a text message telling you exactly where your car is if it's on airport, or if you have to take one of those little shuttle buses to nearby, they ask you when you get on the bus, are there any gold members on board? And if there are, they identify you and they take you first before anyone else directly to your car. And then you just drive out of the lot. At the gate, you show your driver's license. That's it. No paperwork, no waiting online, no frustrations or hassle with anything. You really get treated like gold. It happens to be a great name for the program. An example of one other type of program for you. Just an example. There are many, but I really happen to love this one. In the old days, when I was first a travel agent, one of the hardest things, the hardest requests we would get from a customer is that they wanted to travel independently to Europe, not go on a tour or not go on a cruise, but to travel on their own with with great hotel rooms and flights. And then they wanted us to set up the itinerary for them. I want to go sightseeing. I don't know where to eat. I would like to do some things at night. I would like to have someone meet me at the airport. And of course you want to provide that service, but dealing overseas was very difficult back then. We used to fax back and forth. Remember the fax machine? And we used to have language barriers and stuff. And it was hard to find somebody reputable that you could trust with your customers. So it was a real, mountain of work when someone asked for that. We've changed all that. Now we have what's called in-country partners. Here we have 84 countries around the world where we have destination management companies, they're called, within each country, in Rome, in Paris, in Venice, and they will provide these kinds of services for your customers, and we have vetted them. We know their financial stability, we know their reputation, we know their business practices. We've standardized the way they make proposals for us, for our agents and customers. So they all come the same way with pictures and the same kind of quality. Okay. And you can give your customers private drivers, licensed guides, private guides, airport meet and greet services and be whisked through the airport with their luggage and taken to their hotel, nighttime entertainment, all kinds of things to add to their experience. And by the way, what else does that add to? It adds to your commission check, right? In a recent trip I did last month for clients of my own, they came back to me at the last minute and asked for this kind of stuff. I immediately reached out to two of the providers through this program, two of our partners. They gave me back itineraries, a little back and forth with my clients. I spent less than an hour on this. It added 9,000 euro to my client's trip, which is over 10,000 US dollars. And it was $1,000 commission for me. And maybe an hour's work of just coordinating. I didn't actually do the work. So this is an amazing program, amazing resource, and it's typical of the kinds of programs that we put together for our agents. The other thing you're going to get from Inteletravel is we will constantly contact you. In fact, you'll hear from us every day through email. It's not obtrusive. It's not spam. We make sure everything is a bonus for you, a contest, an exclusive offer, a prize, something like that, so that it all has value for you. But you will learn more from our emails. You will earn more as a result. You'll win more, and you'll have more fun. So don't worry about where am I going to get the offers from, or how will I know what's going on, or how will I get training. We're on top of it. We've been doing this next year, 25 years. This is what hot deals will look like when they come to you in your emails. And in fact, this is another great program. We know that you're busy. Okay, we're all busy, right? You may have another business. You may be a builder in Planet. And for you, you're really busy building your organization. You may have children like I do. And, we're just busy folks these days. So we send you the hot deal of the week every Monday. And the thought behind this is if you only have time to get to one thing in your travel business this week, this should be it. This is our best offer this week. And take a look at the brands, everybody. Disney, Hertz, Marriott, Royal Caribbean, no off-brands here, no timeshare offers. These are the top brands worldwide in travel. And there is a customizable flyer included with every one of these. You just type in your name and contact information, and you forward it off to your customers. That's how we're thinking for you all the time. There is a revolving list of hot deals, the best current offers from our partners, and you'll see the first 10, and if you click for more, you'll get to the whole library in your back office. This is what some of our communications look like. We will send you a newsletter once a month at the beginning of the month meant for you. It's an agent newsletter, and this sort of summarizes a lot of the emails and the activity from the last month, because again, if you're busy, we know you might not read all your emails, although I'd like to ask you to make a pact with me. We're going to do all this work for you, and we're going to put all this value into everything. And the only thing that I ask you is to just browse the emails. See them in your inbox. Open them up. Take a quick look. If it doesn't interest you, put it aside or trash it. Just try to look at them all. Just look at them all. That's all I ask of you, because I think that you'll be amazed at what's coming to you. Contests with prizes for booking. Webinars every week. We give you training like this, but with usually a preferred supplier partner. One of the major cruise lines, hotel brands, vacation companies, car rental companies, travel insurance, and so on. And also major organizations in the travel industry will come and speak to you exclusively for Inteletravel, and they are every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. You'll receive email invitations, but just so you know, every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, come to as many as you can, and you will learn. On Thursday nights, we do an audio conference call, something we learned from the network marketing industry, and we've been doing them for 22 years, I believe. Every Thursday night at 9 p.m., half hour, 40 minutes, we interview one of our preferred partners, and we give you the same kind of deals and news that we give you through many of these other channels. You can also bring customers